So today the Jordan 5 Grapes ended up releasing, and contrary to what I thought was gonna happen, they actually ended up sitting for a few hours, which gave anybody who wanted them the opportunity to actually get them. I know on Nike, they ended up saying that the launch ended, which pretty much means that these bitches ain't sell out. We should expect a restock within a few months or so. All that is gonna be covered in this video. If you guys do end up enjoying this one, make sure you leave a like on it down below. It's currently 11 p.m. I just got home from a long ass day, so I am a little bit exhausted, and if it does come through in this video, I do apologize, but I felt the necessity to make this video. So here we are talking about the Jordan 5 Grapes, which is one of my favorite sneakers that released this year, and honestly, I thought they were gonna do better than what they ended up doing. Before we even get this video started, let me know if y'all took a dub on these down below, and if you do end up subscribing to the channel, let me know you're new so I could welcome y'all to the family the proper way. But these grapes were honestly a force to be reckoned with. I love what they did with them, and I feel like I've spoken about it enough to the point where I don't really gotta talk about it anymore. Matter of fact, y'all seeing the on foot as I'm speaking to y'all right now. You can make your decision on whether you love these or not based on the on foot. For me, it's definitely a breath of fresh air. The shape on these, the colorway, the nostalgia that I personally have tied to this shoe is second to none. So maybe that made me feel like these were gonna sell out a little faster than they did. And given, if you go try to find these right now, you could possibly find some sizes, but they will be a little bit smaller. You're not gonna find a size 12, 11 in these streets unless you're really putting in the footwork. I was low-key scoping around the online releases around 10:30 this morning, and sizes were available, bro. So if you really were trying to get these and you woke up on time, you could have just got them. But at this point, it's looking like pairs started to dry up, which is kind of what I initially felt like was gonna happen. I didn't think these were gonna sell out as fast as Ferrari 14s did, but I did think they were gonna go a little faster than what I saw. But then again, I never ended up checking how long it took for these sizes to go. So y'all let me know in the comments how long these took to sell out. From my perspective, it at least took a few hours, because when I went to check, most sizes were still available, which is a great thing in my opinion. I feel like for a lot of these shoes, especially these OG colorways, I would love for them to make enough pairs for us to at least get our hands on them without having to do the most. And it's kind of reflecting resale wise, because these are currently going for $237 in my size 10, which is not horrible considering that the retail price is like $210 or something like that. You're dead ass paying like 20 on top, bro, which is not terrible. When it comes to Ferrari 14s, them shits are damn near scratching 280 to 300, and that's when shit starts getting a little dicey, bro. Like, we not trying to spend $300 on Grape 5s unless you're me and you're making content on them, because that's really the only way it makes sense. But this pair low-key has me thinking, bro, is Jordan Brand gonna make some of these pairs more limited than others? Like the Ferrari 14s had 21,000 pairs, and these were rumored to have around 60K. But if I'm being frank with y'all, it almost seemed like the amount of stock that we had this morning either meant that there's too many people that didn't want them.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
Or way more pairs than expected. From what I heard, there was gonna be like 60K, but from what it seems, there was damn near at least 100K worldwide.
Went from Mr. 305 to Mr. Worldwide.
That's just my opinion at the end of the day. Y'all could take this for what it is. Like I always say, take it with a grain of pepper, because I'm really just letting y'all know what I saw from my perspective. And if there's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, is that none of the shit that happened this morning, whether it's sold out or not, took away from the fact that I love this shoe right here, and I'm so glad that I pulled the trigger on them. I guess I'm just looking at it from the perspective of the consumer who actually is trying to get these shoes. Personally, I love the fact that you could go 30 minutes later and get them without having to go to StockX and damn near not even know if you're getting some real shit. I honestly love these right here, and my rating is still firm, bro. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Can't complain when it comes to these. We recently saw that Fire Red 5s are coming, and based on what I saw with these, I don't think them shits is gonna sell out unless they make them way more limited, which I don't see them doing. Real quick, let me let y'all know what I think is gonna happen. I think what what Jordan Brand is gonna do is make these PE releases like the Undefeated 4s. PE style releases are gonna get a way more limited quantity than we're gonna see for the OGs, because we saw white cement 4s get flooded through these streets, and that shit's a plus, bro. That's one of the pairs that I know I'm gonna have to circle back for before they go crazy. But like I was telling y'all a few videos ago, it's one of those things where they're damn near overloading the sneaker market. So even if you want all these releases, realistically, unless you're spilling 1K off the hip every month, it's just not happening. And that's not the time of life we in, bro. Like, I'm comfortable with these. I love these right here, and I'm gonna just take it for what it is. You feel me? Would I love to have white cement 4s? I can't lie to y'all and tell y'all that's not the case. But does it make sense realistically for me? Nah, it's just what it is. This morning, Chic and Champs had sizes available around 1030, 1040. I also went on WSS and they had some pairs available. So it's one of those things where if you put the footwork, you deadass could have got these shits this morning. Or you could low-key probably still get them because they're available. Just look up Jordan 5 Grape on Google if you want to buy these. And if I'm being frank with y'all, I checked Chic at around like 11 p.m. and they still got some sizes, bro. I don't know what's still available when I'm posting this video, but they were out here. So if you really are trying to get these pairs and this is one of the ones that you don't want to sleep on, I would highly recommend to just grab them before it's too late, because by the time you debate on getting them, there's gonna be a whole nother release that you're gonna want. And it's one of those things where you could either have the FOMO and end up pulling the trigger, or just be content with the fact that you don't need them. That's just the harsh reality when it comes to the sneaker game these days. But I do appreciate the fact that people were actually able to get their hands on these without having to do the most. Let me know if y'all are one of those people that copped this morning in the comments, because this one is a banger. We also saw Aqua 8s are gonna be dropping in August. We didn't have an official date until low-key a couple days ago. That's one of them pairs, bro, that is kind of like these, but I don't have the nostalgia tied to them. So it's one of those things where I want to experience those. I low-key got my first pair of 8s like 2 years ago when they dropped the playoff 8s. I remember seeing these as a kid, but I never was able to get them. And it's actually one of those pairs that I do appreciate having, because they do give me that nostalgia trip from back in the day. They have like that 90s vibe on the outsole and on the midsole. And like I said in the review, the Grape 5s have that Taco Bell vibe from the 90s. The Aqua 8s aren't too far, bro. It's the same Hornets color palette, which I'm excited to, God willing, add to my collection to put next to these. I low-key only have 2 pairs of 8s. I have the playoffs and the Mi Casa Su Casa joints. These almost give me like a De Lo Mio Air Force One type of vibe. If you pull these back, it says Mi Casa on one side, Su Casa on the other. You get that blue with the red. They're giving me a Dominican collab on a shoe. That's why I honestly love these right here. But there's just more spice when it comes to the Jordan 8. I feel like there's almost more they can do with it based on all the panels and the different things that we have going on these. But low-key, I'm yapping, bro. Aqua 8s are coming out in August. The official date is right here, and obviously all this shit is subject to change, so take it with a grain of pepper. Matter of fact, comment grain of pepper in the comments if you're watching this right now. They're dropping soon. I'm hella excited for them. It's one of those pairs that I might pick up early to do a review for y'all if I can get them for the right price, but y'all know what's going on recently, bro. If I get them, I gotta sell some shit. So be expecting me to sell some heat, and if you are a size 10, let me know down below, and I can let y'all know what I'm about to let go of real soon, bro. These are clean. Let me put them back in the vault. Mi Casa Su Casa Soul Fly Jordan 8s. Gotta get worn, bro. I low-key these up when I first bought them, and I've been skeptical to wear them. I messed up the suede by just doing the most, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that these sat for a little bit low-key is making me consider the fact that the Jordan 14 Ferrari sold out because it's a 14, and it's making me question what's gonna happen with these shattered backboard ones, because even though they're gonna be limited, do people still want these shoes, bro? That's the real question. Most of the Jordan ones that have released recently haven't been doing shit, bro. They're dead as reselling for way below retail, and I don't know if this one is gonna make them go for anything crazy. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it right here. I think they're gonna sell for like $220. I know that's probably a little bit over retail, and it's against what I was saying about the other Jordan ones, but the amount of pull a shattered backboard Jordan 1 would have had a few years back, them shits would have went for $400 off the hip as soon as they sold out type shit. But I can't say that's the space that we're in with the sneaker game in 2025, especially with how much shit is releasing and how fast it's releasing. Like, we're getting Aqua 8s this summer, bro. We got these damn near this summer because today's the first day of summer. We got Fire Red 5s and a bunch of other heat. So it makes me feel like, do you need every single pair that's gonna drop, or do you just pick your top 3 shoes of the year and buy those? Which, speaking of top 3, let me know what are your top 3 releases that are yet to come. Like, if you could just buy 3 sneakers for the rest of the year, or 3 sneakers that you missed that already released this year, comment those down below. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all and let y'all know what my top 3 are in the comments. So make sure y'all go down there. But 5s in the grape color released today, and they were a beauty in my opinion. Cannot go wrong. I love them. Let me know if y'all do as well. I know there's a lot of people that had mixed feelings or just weren't gonna get them, and that's cool too, bro. It is what it is. I appreciate all of y'all who made it this far into the video. If you did enjoy, make sure you go down there and leave a like. 400 likes is the goal for this video. And while you're down there, you might as well subscribe to the channel. If you do end up subbing up, let me know you're new so I could welcome y'all to the family the proper way. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all who made it this far. If you enjoyed, you know exactly what to do. Have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Make sure you spend some time with your loved ones because you don't know how much time we got left. And all that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all in one of these 2 videos. That's what YouTube's recommending you to watch based on your previous history. Matter of fact, if you click one of those 2 videos and end up enjoying, you might as well subscribe, bro, because it's guaranteed that you might enjoy the next one. If you do end up subbing, let me know you're new so I could welcome y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.